We are praying. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon this Senate of the College of Science of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of Scisa and the Provost, and thou senators and executives with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of their work, students may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our college, fair as it may be, a college of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a college of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a college of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service and honor shall be given to the deserving, a college of peace, where Scisa shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people so that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming of the beauty of Senate, Scisa, University, Ghana, and Africa. Amen. Honorable members, you may resume your seats. You are welcome once again to this chamber for the second and the last State of Scisa address. Okay, so I have a message of appreciation from our patron, Provost of College of Science. Provost says he's very happy that he didn't hear any issues about our college, or he didn't hear any issues about our Senate fighting with the executive arm of government. And so he says he's so proud of us. And I'm also proud of you that as honorable members, you have all behaved honorably till this day. And I'm grateful to God for giving me this opportunity to sit and chair this sitting as your speaker. And no speaker could have asked for a better members than you. You've really done your work. Though we all know there might be one or two things that actually didn't go well. But overall, I'm very grateful to have you all here. Yes. And so the next item will be opening statements from honorable members. This time, each honorable member would speak. The first people to speak will be the caucus leaders. Then the rest will follow. Thank you. Honorable Shaibu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To be honest, it's been quite some time since we met like this as a house and to deliberate on the affairs of CISA. I must say I'm very happy to join the house once again as we take the second and the last State of CISA address for the year 2024-2025 academic year. So today, I implore all honorable members to share ideas, relax, and also help foster the unity of CISA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Shaibu. I'm still on the caucus leaders.
Mr. Speaker of the House, once again, good afternoon, honorable members and all honorable members in the gallery. Yeah, so I think my colleague from Ada Caucus has said it all. It's been a while we've met like this, but then poco a poco. Today we are bringing everything to an end, hopefully. I would like to say a few things with respect to the state of this year's state of CISA address. Yes, so we will be having the president here telling us what he's done so far for the college. And then, as honorable members of the House, we would have the opportunity to I don't know if scrutinize is the best way, because personally I also have few problems with him, and then I'm looking forward to that. So I will conclude by saying, yes, today will be a great day. You are all welcome here. God's presence will reign. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable James.
Hello?
Yes. I'm still on the caucus leaders. Honorable Kelvin.
Thank you, Right Honorable. For today's State of CISA address, I really expect that we get to enjoy and then have fun as we get to hear the right state that our CISA is in, what we have been able to do for the people of CISA, and what we are leaving for the people of CISA. Thank you.
Still on the caucus leaders. Honorable Philip.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, His Lordship, my greetings to your fellow honorable members. I greet to all of you. Okay. So for today,
Today you are being very political.
thank you.
You are being political with your greetings. There's something hanging somewhere.
I'm cool.
You are cool.
I'm cool.
Okay.
Right. So for today's State of CISA address, I think I'm interested in whatever is going to happen here. So I was quite surprised when I asked, because I know I was very late. So I wanted to see His Excellency, the President of CISA here, but then I don't know why he's not around. I hope we will see him today. Mr. Speaker, are we seeing him today? However,
The the right answer I will give is that this is State of CISA address.
yes.
And we all know State of CISA address is being delivered by one person.
We are here, but we can't see him here, so that's why I'm surprised.
You didn't come early. You don't know if he came to present or not.
Oh, per what I'm hearing, he's not been here, so
He's not been here.
yeah. So
Should-
we hope to see the State of his address, and then if there are some questions that we have for him, we'll pass it on, and then we have fun as well. Thank you.
Fun.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're still on the caucus leaders. I'm saying that everybody is going to talk. Obiara Kasebi. Those who haven't spoken before, today you speak. Yes. Honorable Ajoy.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, the JC leadership of the House, honorable members. It's been a while, but yaba. Better late than never. I hope today we have a very fruitful discourse and make sure that at the end of it all, the people of CISA receive the accountability that they need. All their questions would be answered today. And I hope at the end it will pave the right way for the incoming leaders to learn, unlearn, and relearn better ways to run the administration effectively. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, so Honorable Philip Adagaba, when you enter the chamber, you refuse to bow to the maze. Marshal, kindly work him out. At the house, should I pardon him? Should I pardon him? Like a good boy. Okay, you may resume your seat. Yes, honorable members. I don't want to start mentioning names. There are some of you who have been spoken on the floor since the 7th house. We intercepted the 7th house. So today we are speaking. I can see Honorable Michael on the floor. A man, or an honorable member who wanted to become our deputy speaker. But it's quite unfortunate that he had only one. Honorable Mike, we have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So I want to quote this in the voice of Master Frank Owusu. He will say, "Today is a great day, and a great day is today." I just hope that today we will be able to represent our people interest. And then there is this saying that last days are always dangerous. So I expect to have a nice and then a debatable house. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our only elder in our midst. Honorable,
Mr. Speaker, JC, honorable members, as said earlier, it's been a while since we've met like a house like this. And today being the state of CISA address, we are all hoping to hear what our Honorable President Newman has to say for us. And finally, I would like to say congratulations to all the fourth years here who have brought their academic journey to an end. Thank you.
academic journey to an end.
I said there are 4 years KNUST academic journey.
Sen komuko feel it out.
Oh, oh, but some are done, so they've left. It's a few that have defense, but we are done.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Gloria.
Right, Honorable. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So today, it's been a while since we all gathered here as a house. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Susanna Kakre.
I want to stand on the existing protocol. So
Stand on existing protocols.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, today I expect a lot from us that we should ask questions in the interest of our people.
Honorable Prince.
It's been lovely being part of the 7th Senate. I mean, I've learned a lot. So living brings a lot of memories. I'm living with a lot of memories. And then these memories are not all bad, although some of them have their own history to it. But at least I'm grateful that through it all, I've learned something and I've grown through it. So I hope that it's the same experience we all honorable members have. And then I hope that this State of CISA address, we don't go about necessarily trying to poke holes, but at least we want the entire growth of CISA, and that should be the main purpose. Thank you.
First year rep.
Right, Honorable. Thank you for the chance to speak. And as Honorable Adiza said, congrats to the Air Force. The journey is long. Me, as I look forward, I know I have a long way to go. So, yes, you guys have done very well. And as you have, pardon me, the honorables who are in here for, you've done very well. And those with defense left to, we wish you all the best. As we've met again, I think I've seen one new face. I didn't know. So, Right Honorable, with your permission, I'd ask the beautiful lady the Honorable sitting next to um, Honorable Philip to mention her name and her department, her constituency, because honestly, I don't know her at all.
Honorable Beauty Lady.
Okay. I'm Gloria Paul from the Met and Climate Science Department.
Okay, that's nice.
I've seen you around. So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. It's our last SOSA. I don't know. I'm not very sure we'll get a chance to meet like this again. But then I am very happy to have learned from all of you. Okay, I'm very happy to have learned from all of you, and then I hope that today will be a very graceful occasion as the seventh house receives the second and last SOSA.
Thank you, Honorable Palmer. Please, if you know you don't want me to mention your name, just do the needful. Honorable Pretty.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. I would like to say it hasn't been easy since the beginning till now. It's been lovely and sometimes kind of heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, especially.
Oh, you can mention names.
Oh, I'm okay. But but at the end of everything, I'm hoping everything goes well and we have a beautiful departure. Thank you.
You are welcome, Honorable Pretty. Honorable Kelvin.
Thank you, Right Honorable. Right Honorable, I don't understand something here. How can we honorable members be referred to as the gallery? Give us a sheet written gallery on top, and you tell us to write our names on it. Masha. Masha. Masha, please, can you explain this protocol? Right Honorable, please.
Any explanation, my acting clerks? Please, did you get his explanation? Honorable member, did you get his explanation?
Relax, we have two printers. That's why I'm saying printers. So we sent it to two people, and they sent us this one. So we sent both the senators and we sent the gallery. And said, we want each 2 copies of each. So he just gave us this for. We didn't know, we didn't check the list before. I'm very sorry. Thank you so much.
Honorable Brianna.
Thank you for the opportunity, Right Honorable. I won't take your excuse, Mom. So, yeah, I don't see why you couldn't tell the person printing that, oh, they are two separate documents. Gallery, I mean, when he printed it out, he didn't see that gallery is on top, but no problem. Right Honorable His Lordship, the House. It's also nice seeing all of you today. Honorable members, it's been so nice being part of the 7th House. It's been an honor and a pleasure. And I hope that today, during today's SUSA, we would be able to address a few things, we would know the true state of SISA, and then would be able to make impactful comments and address anything that has to be addressed. Thank you.
Honorable Jennifer.
All right, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think basically the fellow honorable members have said everything, but I would say it's been amazing to be part of the 7th Senate. Personally, I've learned a lot. I think I'm different from the beginning till now. It's been a very wonderful journey, yeah, and it was nice meeting everyone here. So, as said earlier, we are just here to witness the state of CISA, how CISA have come so far, yeah, and we will bring up our questions, our suggestions, and our recommendations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Jennifer. We will go on a recess to usher the President into the chamber. Caucus leaders, faculty caucus leaders, join me to usher the President and the executives into the chamber.
Death is everybody's business. Owó ti sẹ́ nọ̀bùà. Ẹ̀yin ayé kúrẹ́ iná nsanko ní ẹ̀kọ́ nom. Yẹ́n nyina nim sẹ́ ọ̀brẹ́twẹ̀ wíwò wíwáṣí yìí mu. So do we are now one in the Piriaba? The Koyada from Moa, Sabra Chichiri free the power. Kojana, what is an boy? Near Kojana, no, what is an boy? Near Kojana, no, what is an boy? We never near Kojana, no, what is an boy, Woody. High lifetime. Agosi jamre ni pancheria tie. Ye boya na no what is an Miego Jania, no what is said no more. Una Miego Jana, no what is said no more. Woody. A branch ye be to Batako Yano. A year by the crew one order in some money. One way. Namu I gave here to Debbie and Chebiara and Papa Supexi Uye. But in Krata command and Namfonum. I go down and what is said, no boy. Miagojana, no what is said, no boy. Miagojana, no what is said, no boy. Una umie kojana no what said no body. And Chebiara, Nani Papa Petru, ye. What in Krata command and Namfonum. A yen Rusono, Yara Ma. Almost the Ankara money. Agosi Jamre, ni Bancheria Sin. Miagojana, no what is said no more. Miagojana, no what is said no more. Una Miagojana, no what is said no more. Woody. Akwasi Jamre, ni Bancheria Sin. Miagojana, no what is said no more. Miagojana, no what is said no more. Una Miagojana, no what is said no more. Woody. A yena druso, Ubiara Ama. And son is easy way, and you need Pani Arnum. Nana may ya could send me a monet, some for near Korea. Then you need him so bread show we are seeing. That's what we are. Now you're a one and Nibidiaba. We are the Fonomoa, if you say we're a chichi free Nipa. And we see a Dutch little son who will be anyone who have been here. I tell you so. Nipenio. Yankasa said you yan say bringing away here home. Better than any no mamma sources. And you won't the pussy on phone in a ma. Omu yamwa. Bakun see a funu. Cobranca Tias and Premo. Was it a better one I share? And he put to me non trap. The party orders any or prepare or backup. I go down what is said no more. You go down what is said no more. You go down what is said no more. You never go down what is said no more. Woody. I go down and ya quario. You go down what is said no more. You go down what is said no one. Una woman go jana, oh what is said no one. Thank you. Death is everybody's business. What is said no one. Nim say or breach will we are seeing. So do we are now one in the Piriaba, a coyard of one, Sabra free the power. Kojana, oh, what is a no boy? Near Kojana, no, what is a no boy? Near Kojana, no, what is a no boy? We never near Kojana, no, what is a no boy, Woody. High lifetime. Akwasi jamre ni pancheria tie. Nyebonyana no wati sana bwa. Nyebonyana no wati sana bwa. Una nyebonyana no wati sana bwa udi. Abrantie bitu batako nyana ho. Eye be ne kromu ano ne nsa mane. Bonkwa ye Namuwa eje behia to debi anche biara na ne papa so peti wuye wode nkrata akoma ne namfonom agoja na ne wo ati se na boy me agoja na no ati se na boy me agoja na no ati se na boy Una umye kojana no wati se no boudi. Anche biara na ne papa petru ye wode nkrata akoma ne namfonom eye duru so no biara ama omuso di ankra mane Agwasi jamre ni bancheria si Nyebonyana no wati se no bwa Nyebonyana no wati se no bwa Una nyebonyana no wati se no bwa udi Akwasi jamre ni bancherias. Ni kujanya no wati sana bwa. Ni kujanya no wati sana bwa. Una umye kujanya no wati sana bwa udi. Eyene druso. Ubiara ama. Ensa na sisi we enye nipa ne anom nananom yi ayekura sabiem na nsanko ne ekɔwe de nyina nim se wo bra twewu wo wiase mu na so du a na yorowo ne ni bi di aba ko ya adofo no momoa fi sa awere chichire firi nipa ho awisi ado chire du so no obi ene wo no apene ade Archiedo yaso nipenio yenka sesebio yense bre nyina wayi ho bereda da ne no na amamre so sesa na de owo na busuafo ne ne ma omu hiamoa ba ku nsie funu kobranka ti asempiremo wose ebre wo na hye enipa timi non tra nipa di odasani opiripira obeko agojana ne owati se no boya nyekojana no owati se no bwa nyekojana no owati se no bwa ina nyekojana no owati se no bwa odi Agojana ne yakwaye yo Yekojana no wati sana bwa Yekojana no wati sana bwa Una umye kojana o wati sana bwa udi. Thank you. Death is everybody's business. Owo ti se no boa. Eya ya kure na nsanko ne ekonom. Ye nyina nim se obracho wo wi asimu. So do we are now one in the Piriaba. The Koyad of Rumwa, Sabrachi free the power. Kojanane, what is an away? Near Koyana, no, what is an away? Near Koyana, no, what is an away? We never near Koyana, no, what is an away, Woody. High lifetime. Akwasi jamre ni pancheria tie. Nyekojana no wati sana bwa. Nyekojana no wati sana bwa. Una nyekojana no wati sana bwa udi. Abrantie bitu batako nyana ho. ɛyie bɛ ne kurom a na ɔde ne nsa amane wɔnkɔ ayie Sasa brekuo ne pona mope ai akobo ba madiachi obekwe adeno akobo ba madiachi okwadwe fogo tati anche so ma kwa ni huni nyansa tati ato santre fiada wo se duade ni sie pebre so tobre ba no wada iso nyansa fo biara bonu sie de como sasa bruco ne pona mope ai como sasa bruco ne pona mope ai akobo ba madiache obekwe edeno akobo ba madiache Kwa bebebra ni dia brother bi adia wa hwa ni chance ni mama so be sesre ni ma enye akoko bro mi nsoro ko djuma no bro ko su su amre fie jo e fa no kura nya djuma na jeje yi odi agro mu besi madam pa ae adam ko imino Babreje yo di agro mu besi madam pa ai adam ko indo eko besi daru se wa e wa na mu dabe mama ko pada e padam adam ko indo ai adam ko indo
Members, you may resume to your seat. Honourable members, in accordance to Article 15, 1 and 2 of the Scisa Constitution as amended in 2020, the President of the Association, His Excellency Akwa Newman John Thompson, who is the 43rd President, will deliver his second and final State of Scisa address to us. The House, I am privileged to acknowledge the presence of His Excellency John Newman Aqua Thompson, the 43rd President of CISA. I also have the privilege to also acknowledge the presence of the Vice President, His Excellency Israel Kuma Klenam. And also acknowledge the presence of JC, our Judicial Chairperson, His Lordship Iban Sugra. The House is ready to listen to the message that will be delivered by the President of our association. But before the President mounts the podium, it was being agreed by the Business Committee and the leadership of the House, which comprises of the caucus leaders, that the President will give their reports. And so, Honorable Michael Opong, kindly mount the podium to deliver the speech. What you are doing is a constituency report.
I think if he hasn't communicated it to you, then you won't be reading your report because my president is not here today. And I don't have a report to read either.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. All protocols duly observed. I stand here today to read the report from the Meteorology and Climate Science constituency. That's the whole annual report. So I would like to start from the reverse chronological order. That is the immediate programs to our first programs. So the immediate program we had in the meteorology constituency was our handing over ceremony, of which we handed over to the new executives. And then we had our MEXA Week celebration, a week-long series of activities held to foster unity, then to celebrate students' lives. Within the week celebration, we had our professors' quiz, of which we group all the students in the constituency according to the professors, and then we conduct this quiz. And to the glory of God, Professor Emmanuel Kwansen's team won. Also, we had our MEXA elections to elect new executives. And then we had MEXA general meeting. This meeting provided a platform for members to be updated on upcoming activities and then also to involve the council in the administration. Also, we did what's Met for Me seminar. That is a seminar where we invited resource person from the Kumasi airport to come and educate our students what is in met for them after they are done with the 4-year journey. Also, we enhanced our mentorship mentee program, a program where we share all first years to continuing students to mentor them as to how to navigate their way in and out of the university. Also, we went on an educational trip to our agromet station. This was a departmental field trip specifically organized for first years to introduce them to practical meteorological application. And then at the beginning of the semester, we had our freshers orientation. Now, when we were elected into power during the vacation, we had MEXA Connect, a network building and peer support program where professionals from industry and academia were invited to engage with students. So this was a Google Meet program where we invited people from the industry, people who won international scholarships, and then people with local scholarships to actually talk to our people and then educate them on how to navigate their ways around. Now, leadership, they say, is measured with legacy. So these are some of the new clubs and then teams we were able to establish. That is something that was not there, but then our administration brought it to life. That is the MEXA Christian Fellowship, a spiritual support group for Christian students promoting moral values and then unity. We also established the MEXA Debaters Club, and then we also established the MEXA Media to help in publications and other things. Now, we all know that we are in the 21st century, and then making good use of the digital space is very essential. So the Michael Presler-led administration also created an Instagram and then TikTok account to promote the constituency. These are some of the programs we were able to do as a constituency. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Michael Opong. Now, Honorable Kelvin from the Computer Science constituency.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm in the person of Anzi Kelvin Techi, the president for Computer Science Society. Mr. Speaker, I'm here to present our report from the 2024-2025 administration of the computer science, the great CSS. So we have grouped it into sections, which is the setting stage, that is the foundation, and then the leadership stage. In this administration, we were able to launch a new CSS administration logo, which differentiates who can use the Computer Science Society logo and what comes from the administration direct. For the first time, the Computer Science Society was able to secure an office during my tenure. The General Assembly meeting, that is a constitutional requirement, was held 2 times. That was one in the first semester and another one in the second semester. During the elections, we held a presidential aspirant forum to be able to educate the presidents on what they are coming to encounter. We designed a new CSS executive cloth. We also designed a new CSS appointees cloth, and we also did a new CSS t-shirt, a new CSS cloth, and a whole lot. When it comes to branding and media, we launched a new CSS channel, which has over 2.3 followers as at now. We did a new CSS Telegram channel, which has 1,000 subscribers as at now. We held the CSS Week celebration. We launched the CSS newsletter, the CSS Legal Bite, the Meme Days, the CSS El Mercado ribbon, the launching of the Wix logo, and then the Wix Wave. You have the CSS info sections. And when it comes to technology and innovation, we launched the CSS website. We did a code and contribute. Zero to Dab, we did a Lex introduction to blockchain, ICP, the Web3 revolution, Arduino Day program. We did a Techpreneurship Bootcamp. We did a Tech Clinic. We did a Code Fest, Future Tech Summit, Kumasi Roadshow, Diginnovate, we did an AI conference collaboration. We did a CyberCon collaboration, a Rethink Africa Convo. We did a Byte Battle Profaqua. We did, when it comes to career support and then the development, we did internship opportunities from the vacation that we started this very administration, first semester and then also the second semester. We did a tech industry symposium. We did a scale-up bootcamp. We did a mentorship recruitment drive. We did a teamwork and mentorship drive. We did a field trip. For the first time in 5 years, the Computer Science Society has been able to go on a field trip. We did a Tell Your Story and Code Quest. We did a Forum of Concerns. We did a Huawei ICT support. We did a JP Morgan for social goods collaboration. We did a GitHub intro section. We did a financial literacy and summit. We did a Ghana Pay and eSwitch registration. We did a scholarship and study abroad awareness, both first and second semester. We did the admission help desk to help our freshmen as they are coming in. We did an ICP scholarship to Switzerland. ICP, upon the partnership that we had with them, was able to sponsor one of our students to be able to attend a session in Switzerland. We formed a compug, and we did the Cube Vacation Challenge. On community and awareness, we did the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. We did the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We did a Cybersecurity Summit. We did a Breast Bite. We did a Legal Bite. We did a So Kind initiative, both first semester and then second semester. We did an outreach program, CSS Warfare. We did a Tuesday lunch. We did a CSS Santa, which is during the vacation, during the Christmas break, we were able to give some giveaways to the CSS community for us to celebrate Christmas. We did a true support system. And when it comes to academics and studies, we did the academic assistant tutorials, both first semester and then second semester, 4 times each in the semester. We did a computational saga. We did a SU onboarding workshop. We did orientation. We did a departmental tour. We did HOD and then Patron Appreciation Day. We did the School of Groups initiative. We did the AfriDec collaboration. We did a KYCM, Know Your Coursemate partnership. We did a Code of Conduct awareness. We did a Wix Spotlight, the Wix Bootcamp, the Wix Academic Game Plan 1.0. We did a Wix Code Confidence Day. We did a Wix UI UX Challenge design presentation. And I'm proud to say that in this year, Computer Science emerged winners of the roundtable debate. We also emerged as a semi-finalist in the Amekwiji quiz. We also went all the way to University of Ghana to be placed 4th in the Tetramapa Hackathon. Also, we went all the way to Kenya to place first runners up in the entrepreneurship competition. We were first runners up in the IoT competition. When it comes to sports and entertainment, we did on Plug and Play, we did CSS Sportswear, we did a Cali Cup 3.0, we did a Hobnob, we did a Rainbow Picnic, we did a Vast Day Movie Night, we did a Fiesta Epimios, faculty games. We have also games with KSTU. We invited the KSTU Computer Science to come so that we have some games together. And then we also did the aerobics and sports day at Paju. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how far CSS have come. And this is why I titled it The Great CSS. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kelvin. Honorable Brainer. Honorable Prince Asare.
Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Newman, His Excellency Clenham, JC, honorable members, good evening. So I stand before you all to present the State of ZAG address, that's the Physics Students Association of Ghana, KNUST. So the last time we had this session, I promised us that we have sown seeds in the first semester of our administration. And then the seeds are going to fester and grow in the second semester. And that's exactly what we did in the second semester. So in the second semester, it kicked off with elections, which was very quick. But we were able to have a peaceful elections and then elected the new house in. And then we organized an opportunities hub session for female students in the department, led by the ABLED WOCOM, the FISAG WOCOM, where we invited some lecturers to come and teach the females to open their eyes on opportunities they have as physicists. Then we participated in a college debate. We were able to go further, but we were not able to emerge winners. We ended after the semi-final round. In the Mekuji quiz, we presented two brilliant students who were not able to also get to the finals, but I mean, we did very well in the Mekuji quiz. We hope to do better next year. Then we went off straight ahead with the FISAG Week celebration. And then during the FISAG Week celebration, we launched our new cloth. So the first ever cloth FISAG has ever done. We launched our FISAG cloth during the FISAG Week. And then we had an interspecialization debate, and then applied mathematics in the physics department emerged winners. We also did our very first ever talent rock show, because we want to show that we are not just here to do physics, then we are just nerds, but we also do a lot of other things. So we had people rap, we had people dance, we had people sing, we had people play piano, and then give classical music and stuff. Then we had our FISAG games, and then we had a movie night on the Saturday. We also did the Helping Hand initiative, where we were able to help 21 students with groceries and then stuff to aid them for food and things like that during the examination period. So that was 21 students. We call it the Helping Hand initiative. And then it's a project that we continued from our predecessors. Then we've had our dinner and awards night successfully in collaboration with the food science, and then the chemistry department. We were able to upgrade the PhysAg office, and then also we improved the conditions in front of the PhysAg office, the learning place in front of the PhysAg office. There were problems with the sockets. We were able to fix that. One thing we were not able to do was replace the department signboard. The department signboard was worn out, but unfortunately, we were not able to do that. So we urged the new house to do that, the incoming PhysAg house. We were also able to collaborate with GAP, that's the GAEC, Ghana Association of Radiation Protection. So they've collaborated with us so our students can have internship opportunities there. Then they came to give a nice talk on what radiation is and how the physicists contribute to helping with radiation protection and all that. Together with the math department, we had our maiden differentiation B, which is a competition to see people's prowess in solving for differentials, integrals, and then what do you call it, Jacobians and the rest. And then it was fun. The winner came from actuarial science. And then we hope to continue it next year. We're also able, in collaboration with some lecturers, to financially aid students who were owing fees to pay their fees, because it was getting critical that if you don't pay your fees, you are not going to write your exams. We expanded our social media presence as well. So now we have social media presence or platforms across most trending platforms like Instagram, X, we're on YouTube, we're on WhatsApp channel. And then on our YouTube, we've launched a video that introduces you to the department, because we realize that when some people are searching for physics on the web to try and say, okay, what do the physics department do? There's little introduction on what we do. So we did a video to introduce people who are thinking of coming to pursue physics to what the department does and then how things are run. We also did a mass passport registration, and then that one we collaborated with Metis Consult to also, and then we did a scholarship abroad opportunities. I'll end with one last thing we did that I really like. That was, we revived the Technocrats. So the Technocrats is a platform on Focus FM where we discuss things that physicists do and then how physics is important to Ghana, especially, and in the world at large. And then we're able to have about 6 sessions with them. So if you go to Facebook, you see all the recordings there. So this is how far the Lord has brought PhysAg. And then I know the journey does not end here. I trust and believe in the new house of PhysAg to do better. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Photon. Deputy Speaker, take the chair. Honorable Jeremiah.
His Excellency, the Scisa President, the Vice President, Right Honorable, the Chairperson of the Judicial Committee, and fellow honorable members, I greet you all. It's with great honor I stand before the Senate to present the report for the 2024-2025 academic year. It is the vision of the 2024-2025 TMC administration to create an environment that encourages students to excel academically and also develop relevant research and then technical skills. And therefore, we kick-started with the TMC Drill Support System, which took place in November. And we had tutorial sessions, both online and then in person, to support students who unfortunately couldn't pass some of the exams from the previous years. And also in October, the Women's Commission engaged the community through a series of programs to cause them awareness of breast cancer. And we had medical personnel such as Dr. Benedicta and also a medlab scientist, Miss Denise Defo. And in January, we welcomed our freshers and then helped them settle in for the academic journey by creating the TMC Help Desk. And also, as part of our commitment to developing the skills of our members, the academic committee, in collaboration with the editorial board and then the public relations office, launched the first phase of the TMC Skill Development Initiative with support from Dr. Isabel Mensah. This was a 3-week in-person training focused on academic writing and typesetting with LaTeX. We received about 82 applications with 72% from first years and then 17.1% of second years, and then the rest were third and then fourth years. So attendance peaked to 136 on the first day and a minimum of 103 that was recorded on the second day. On the 14th of February, we joined the celebration of the National Mathematics Day, which was dubbed the role of mathematics in nation building, bridging arts, technology, and then society. And our speakers were Dr. Isaac Azuri, who is a lecturer and then a musician, and also Master Prince Bade in the salutatorian for the KNST 2024 graduation, 2024 year group, and then the valedictorian for the College of Science. And the recommendation for these speakers came from our patron, Dr. Bernard Benson. And in the same day, during the celebration, we climaxed it with a joint webinar with the Mathematics Society at the University of Ghana, Legon. And in March, we collaborated with the Chemical Engineering Students Association and then the Physics Students Association of Ghana to host the maiden edition of the KNUST Differentiation Bee, inspired by the popular MIT Integration Bee. And this was an intellectual tournament to challenge the participants with differentiation and then limit problems. Applicants totaled 89, spanning the various programs in the university, including biomedical engineering and Doctor of Pharmacy, to the point that we even had an SHS applicant. The event climaxed on the 14th of March 2025 with Master Pakwesi Boabin, a final year actuarial science student, emerging as the grand differentiator. On the same day, we held the maiden TMC Academic Excellence Awards to honor our members who topped their respective classes, with inspiration from our HOD, who awarded the outstanding graduates in the 2023 graduation ceremony, and also honored the best graduating male and then female mathematics students. The International Mathematics Week celebration began on the 9th March, and activities included an outreach to Prempeh College, indoor games, a general lecture, and also the launch of our collaboration with ACL Tech, which is an Indian-based Indian-based tech company, to actually kickstart our second phase of the TMC Skill Development Program. But because of cost with regards to the services that will be provided, unfortunately, we couldn't come up with a second phase. In the second semester, the Internship and Scholarship Committee, in collaboration with the alumni, held the Maiden Study Abroad workshop. So this was to guide the members of the community interested in studying abroad with international opportunities. Yeah. And to further equip members academically, we implemented a TMC Research Development Program And it began with a lecture from Dr. Kidi Joshua, who was recognized in Stanford University's global list of top 2% of scientists for both 2023 and then 2024, with a lecture on how to do research for undergraduates. And subsequently, we had research presentations from members in our community. In line with our predecessors' goal to extend our interdepartmental quiz competition to the national level, to the international level, we therefore were interested in investing in the branding of the quiz competition. And by God's grace, we've been able to get to that point where we are looking forward to our successes extending the international interdepartmental quiz to the national level. Our service to the mathematics community was possible thanks to the support of our HOD, a patron, faculty members, and our predecessors, particularly the 2022-2023 and then the 2023-2024 administration. Upon our activities we've had in the society, we received some feedback from our student body with regards to the activities being mostly geared towards academics and then research. So upon receiving that feedback, we collaborated with the department in the Faculty of Physical and Computational Science to organize the faculty games. And by God's grace, we were able to organize it successfully. Also, spearheaded by the General Secretary, we were able to establish the TMC Debate Club, and we partook in the CISA debate, and by God's grace, we emerged as semi-finalists. So we humbly request that our successors improve upon initiatives that have already been there, such as the fractals and the math journey. And this is because we are also able to preserve these initiatives, and we are looking forward to them preserving it. And then also with the new initiatives we brought on board, such as the KNST differentiation B, the TMC skill development, the TMC research experience for undergraduates, and then the TMC academic excellence awards, that they should also preserve it in the coming years. Our service to the mathematics community has been a journey of growth, impact, and then collaboration. And beyond the programs and policies, we learned that leadership is about listening to the community, building on existing initiatives, and then creating a sustainable opportunity for the members in our community. It has really been an honor to serve the mathematics community for the 2024-2025 academic year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Jeremiah. So, Honorable Ayuba, you are next.
Thank you, Right Honorable His Excellency Master John Newman and His Lordship, the JC for the current CISA, honorable members. Once again, I am Honorable Shaibu Ayuba, the caucus leader for Faculty of Physical and Computational Sciences. And I'm here to deliver the state of GSCS, that is the chemistry constituency for CISA. The administration, popularly known as the Ayuba Nuhu-led administration, came in with a renewed energy and mindset, not to destroy, but to build on the good things that has already been done and top up with new ideas. As an administration, our aim was to build a holistic environment where every chemistry student will find at least one extracurricular activity that will better suit them and prepare them for their future careers. Through this, we came up with a whole lot of ideas to organize different sets of programs and also advocate for certain initiatives to be done to support the students. Among this has been apportioned academics, welfare, socialization, and infrastructure. So on the basis of academics, we all know and are familiar with the breast cancer awareness program championed by our Women's Commissioner. With her team, they organized series of events online and in person. At that time, fortunately, they were around, so they were able to do one or two things. We went on to the support desk for failed students to help them rewrite their supplementary exams. And then we have something called the Bird's Eye View. The Bird's Eye View is a program that is designed to usher students into the next academic year. We let them know what to expect from the lecturers. Students transitioning from first year to second year, what to expect, the courses to meet, how to transition, and then get better results and all that. And then we had the Chemistry and Industry Summit. We took the final year students to the Ghana Atomic Energy for their field trip. And then we jointly organized this year's Ghana Students Chemical Society Annual Conference at the University of Education, Winneba, where chemistry students across Ghana met, shared ideas, poster presentations, and all academic activities. In terms of welfare, through rigorous advocacy and lobbying, we got some alumni living in the diaspora to set up the first ever LP scholarship, which is currently supporting 15 chemistry students with their tuition. It is for students transitioning from first year to their second year. It will support them till they complete school. We went on to repair there's a dispenser, a pad dispenser at the ladies' washroom. It has not been functional for some time. When we came into office, we saw the need to repair and also stock it. So we've been doing that over the months since we've been in office. Then we donated 2 jerrycans of liquid soap, which was actually produced by chemistry students, which I'll mention as we go on, as part of their skill training. In terms of socialization, we had the freshers orientation. We had a freshman week celebration, which included a whole lot of activities. Due to time, can't really go into details. And then we had our second Chem Fusion. Then, to celebrate love on the 14th of February, we jointly, together with the department, shared chocolates to all the various levels of the department. Then we organized an excursion to Kakum National Park for chemistry students to also come out of their reaction stage and have a little fun. Then, in terms of infrastructure, we bought new set of jerseys to support the sports team. We bought Ludu, Oware, Dame, and other board games so that in the future, when an administration comes up and wants to organize indoor games and others, they wouldn't have to go and be hiring. They will save that money and use it for other stuff. In terms of career opportunities, we came up with the Chemistry and Industry Summit, which happened at the Aloto Auditorium. We had guest speakers coming from the Food and Drugs Authority, that is the current chairman for Ashanti region, a speaker from Wilma, Africa. We are all familiar with Frytol. That is the company that comes up with Frytol for all of us to use in our in our kitchen. Then another one from CSIR, and then a graduate student from Purdue University to talk to students about how to apply to graduate school. And then we had our mentorship program to advise students on how to go on with academic work as well as social life. These and many more are what the Ayuba Nuhu-led administration came to do. We had some regrets, of course, some of which are not being able to wanted to organize a whole school training on photography, but unfortunately, due to one or two reasons, we couldn't do that. We realized some students had the passion to learn photography, but we were able to teach them how to do video editing and then and also how to use the Adobe Photoshop for editing as well. So, Right Honorable, not to waste your time, I'll end here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Coco's Head, Honorable Ayuba. So, Honorable Ahmed Adiza.
Mr. Speaker, the House, all protocol duly observed. On behalf of the Year Rep Caucus, which is made up of the year 1 rep to the year 6 rep, I would like to give a brief report from all these constituencies. Because the Year Rep Caucus is a non-funded caucus, we don't organize programs, but then we go for programs and also we undergo some challenges. Each year rep group falls under a specific department. This is why it is so. So I'll start with the first year representative. Through the Palmer Lease Foundation, the Slice.com project was launched directly, reaching over 800 students with study materials during the exam. In addition, friendly football matches between environmental science and statistics first-year students were organized, fostering interaction. First years also went for departmental dinners and also programs which brought positive feedbacks according to the year rep, because this was actually their first experience and they look forward to more of that. The first year constituency is led by Honorable Palmer Buckle Charles. The third year constituency led by Honorable Jeffrey focused on academic collaboration by assisting teaching assistants and coordinating with other representatives to strengthen awareness and participation in the COSAL program. The sixth year representative, led by Honorable Afra Beatrice Ankobia, capped off their academic journey in a spirit of gratitude by organizing a Thanksgiving service for members of her constituency. Since the sixth year constituency is made up of only the optometry 6 students, so they did that to celebrate the end of their 6-year journey on KNUST campus. The fourth year representatives, led by me, I'll talk about some challenges we went through. I'll talk about technical challenges. Projectors at FF5 frequently delayed lectures as fixing them took more time, because mostly when you go to call them, because it was an early class, we were mostly not there on time. Students also had to fetch chairs This was not only my constituency, year 2 and 3 as well, to the venue that their class was situated. They had to go for chairs because the chairs there were not plenty. We did mention of this same problem last semester, but it's still the same. Okay, so the fifth year representative under Honorable Kofi Ewusu also faced similar issues with classroom facilities. And because they mostly had a lot of their classes outside campus because it was practical, mostly when they come back to campus and they need venues to have some theoretical class, it was difficult for them. Finally, to conclude, I'd like to say a very big congratulations to all the fourth years present here and all the fourth years in College of Science for bringing their 4 years academic journey on KNUST campus to an end. We know it wasn't easy, but we made it. And also the sixth year, the members of the sixth year constituency, that's optometry 6, for also bringing their 6 years academic journey to an end and obtaining their doctorate of pharmacy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Adiza, the longest serving member of the House. She has been here from first year. Okay, so without much ado, and with cheers, I call on the President, His Excellency John Newman Akwa Thompson, to deliver his last speech to the House.
The Right Honorable Speaker. Good evening, the House. Oh, good evening, the House. It's good and it's a great delight to see us all smiling, well clad in our beautiful dresses, beautifully adorned to represent our constituents in College of Science. First and foremost, this is my last State of Scisa address. And so I would want to make some very notable acknowledgements, okay? And so permit me, Right Honorable Speaker. First and foremost, I want to thank God, the Almighty God, for thus far He has brought us. God has been very good. And I would want to support it with a quotation from the good book. That is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. I just felt like saying hallelujah. Yes, God has been extremely good to each and every one of us, especially for the 43rd administration, for how far He has brought us, for seeing us through. Just today, I was reflecting, and then I realized that I was handed over to on 26th August 2025. So I've actually served more than 1 year. And so it's just a reflection of the goodness of God. Then I'll move on to thank our provost, Professor Leonard Kofiche Amekuji, the patron of Scisa, and also the provost of College of Science. Prof has been very supportive in this journey. I remember the very first meeting we had with him. I shared with him our vision, and he bought into the idea. He wasn't someone that it was too difficult to convince. He really allowed us to have our vision run through. And so I'm most grateful to Prof, wherever Prof is, and also to my colleague executives, my right-hand man, Master Kuma Israel Klenam. I'm very grateful to him, to the General Secretary Chelsea, to the Financial Secretary Roxana Gamaku, to the Organizing Secretary Asari Bediako Clement, and also the WUCOM Juliana. I'm super, super grateful to all of them. Also, I'm grateful to our venerable and illustrious speaker, Right Honorable Dr. Goa. Yes, he has handled things very well, very incredibly well. Then to our very conservative JC, but very fixated on the work he has to do. JC, I thank you so much for the opportunity. Also, my distinguished appointees, they've been very supportive. A few of them are present here. I'm most grateful to them. The publicity head is here, Born Rich. Then the welfare head is also here, Prince. Then I would like to thank you. Right, Honorable, with your permission, I apologize to our media head, photographer. To our very hardworking photographer, Smart Jeff, thank you very much for the work you have done, for the support so far. Every program he will be present, even when it goes against his convenience, he still makes it a point to be present. And so I appreciate you all. To the table office, protocol, clerk, everyone, I appreciate you very much. Then I was on honorable members. Honorable members have done very well. I say this because there is a favorite Kenyan proverb that says that a leader who doesn't accept advice is not a leader. There have been a couple of times that some honorable members would draw my attention to things that I had no clue about. I didn't want to mention names, but they know themselves. Some will criticize you. That is very good. I take constructive criticism, and it is what has helped us. It is these advice that have shaped us, and to make this administration one of the very best that we have seen in the last years of CISA. And so I'm super grateful. I'm super, super grateful. If something is bothering Honorable Saki James, he will tell you his mind. If something is bothering Honorable Philip, he will tell you. If something is bothering Honorable Shaibu, he will let you know. And these are the things that have, helped us to weave our thread together. And we have formed a very beautiful fabric of the 43rd administration. And I do not take it for granted at all. At all. Honorable Mahashala, if you are doing well, he will praise you. If you are not doing well, he will draw your attention to those things. Most of you, you've been doing that. And we are really grateful. We are really grateful. We couldn't have achieved the things that we have achieved if you weren't that supportive. If you didn't just take an arm's chair and be a leader who just sits afar and just complains, but then you get closer to some of us and you let us know what your constituents are feeling. I'm super grateful. Then to the doors and the gates that introduced me into this world, my lovely parents, I'm super grateful to them for their words of encouragement, right from campaigning, losing the first time to master it, right, or any Kwame, to running again. I almost gave up, but they said, no, you can do this thing. And they encouraged me. And it has helped me soldier on. And so on this day, I say a very big thank you to my parents. Also to my pastor, Dr. Prosper Akaba, I'm super grateful to him for his advice, his words of encouragement, his prayers, his physical and spiritual contributions to my well-being. Yes. And so I want to thank all these above-mentioned people. I am most grateful. Now I delve into the speech. Right Honorable Speaker, the Vice President, the Judicial Chairperson, honorable members, distinguished appointees, and distinguished students, after I took office on the 26th of August, as I mentioned earlier on, it has been the greatest of priorities for me to ensure that CISA remains a beacon of academic excellence, student welfare, and professional development. Our association has worked tirelessly to create opportunities, foster growth, and build a strong community among students. Let us take a moment to ponder, to reminisce on these remarkable achievements that have shaped our collective experience. Mr. Speaker, on the 21st of September, CISA hosted an insightful internship webinar under the theme Harnessing the Potential of Internship for a 21st Century University Student. This session was instrumental in equipping students with valuable knowledge on securing internships, maximizing their experiences, and preparing for professional careers. In October, the Office of the Women's Commission championed the breast cancer awareness campaign, reinforcing the importance of early detection and treatment of breast cancer. Through this initiative, students were educated on breast health, encouraging a culture of proactive healthcare among our members. Mr. Speaker, November saw the introduction of our TRO support scheme, an initiative dedicated to assisting students who had outstanding supplementary exams, also known as TRAILs. CISA took proactive steps to ensure that these students were adequately supported and also helped with the necessary resources and motivation to do well. On 9th November, CISA organized the CISA Publicity Connect via X for its recruited publicity members. This session provided training, networking opportunities, and an avenue to discuss innovative strategies to enhance our visibility and outreach. Mr. Speaker, December ushered us into the festive spirit with the Science Meets Christmas. The Science Meets Christmas Challenge. This event brought citizens together, promoting friendship and bonding, as well as celebrating the season with fun-filled activities and competitions. Fast forward to 2025. On the 16th and 17th of January, CISA played a key role in aiding the faculties and the college in organizing the Freshers Orientation. This program welcomed new members or new students, providing them with essential guidance and insights into university life, setting the stage for their academic journey. Mr. Speaker, on the 21st of January, the Welfare Committee, led by the Vice President, organized an interview session for the KBN applicants. This initiative aimed to support students in financial aid, ensuring that they could continue their studies without undue hardship. A day later, on the 22nd of January, the Office of the General Secretary, in collaboration with the Media Committee, Welfare Committee, and Publicity Committee, launched the CISA News Network. This platform serves as a hub for timely and relevant news, keeping CISAns informed and updated on happenings in the college. Mr. Speaker, on 29th January, CISA organized the Plan Summit under the theme Inspire Your Future. launching into a great place in 2025. This event provided students with career insights and motivational guidance, empowering them to take bold steps towards success. On 2nd February 2025, CISA, in collaboration with the academic committees of the 12 departments, organized a webinar titled Setting the Academic Pace Right. Mr. Speaker, from the 3rd to 7th February, CISA organized a mass passport registration exercise. This initiative was aimed at facilitating easy access to official travel documentation for students. On the 7th of February, CISA demonstrated its commitment to student well-being by organizing a free eye screening in partnership with the Department of Optometry, or OSAG. Right Honorable Speaker, on the 14th of February, the Welfare Board of the College, in collaboration with the CISA Welfare Committee, championed by my Vice President, Master Kuma Israel, organized the Symphony of Hearts. And at this point, I must render my sincerest commendation to the welfare team, deputized by the welfare head, Prince Ofori Frimpong, for the work they did. That exercise was able to benefit about 150 students in the college. We also did it in partnership with the Office of the Counselor. In the evening of that day, we organized the Echoes of Love, a vibrant Valentine's Day celebration filled with activities such as charades, speed dating, music performances, stand-up comedy, hot seats, a movie screening, and a memorable photo shoot. On 22nd of February, CISA, in collaboration with Kisses Connect, hosted the Career Development Summit. As mid-semester exams approach, the Vice President, who doubles as the chairman of the Welfare Committee, and members of the Welfare Committee distributed stationery to CISAs across the college. On the 7th of March, we held the official swearing-in ceremony for our appointees. On Sunday, 9th March 2025, the Office of the Women's Commission organized a webinar titled The Women's Network. Under the theme IWD 2025 Accelerate Action. Mr. Speaker, from the 10th to 17th of March, CISA participated in the Freshers Intercollegiate Games, showcasing the talent and dedication of our students. And I must say that we came second in this competition. On the 11th of March, the Office of the General Secretary launched the CISA newsletter, the CISA Scoop. This initiative established as a dedicated platform for delivering timely updates, student opportunities, and essential academic and professional insights. And I must say that we didn't just end there. We took it a step further to the college's website. And so when you search on the internet, you look for College of Science, KNUST, you realize that some of the activities that CISA did this academic year are there. The eye screening is there, the science innovation that we did is also there. The plant summit is also there. On the 15th to the 16th of March, CISA organized an excursion to various tourist sites, including Kakum National Park, Bira Beach Resort, and Cape Coast Castle, which we dubbed Yeko Cape Aba. Nyaminti Yeko Bayenso. On the 19th of March, the Office of the Women's Commission hosted the annual Women in Science, WISE-R, promoting female participation in STEM fields. Mr. Speaker, on Wednesday, 26th March 2025, CISA held the Tech Summit, showcasing innovations, discussions, and insights into technological advancement that are shaping the future. This was all first semester. Now we come to second semester. Mr. Speaker, during the vacation, that was specifically on May 21, 2025, we successfully organized the Next Steps webinar in collaboration with SEPS Inspiration. building a momentum or a follow-up on our initial plan summit that we did in January. Furthermore, the Women's Commission also organized the Face of Scisa pageantry, which was in 3 stages that began with 9 talented ladies from various departments. Each stage featured rigorous training to enhance their skills and confidence. The grand finale took place on August 9, 2025, in collaboration with the Scisa Dinner. Additionally, the Office of the Women's Commission implemented 2 major programs this semester. As I have already mentioned, the Face of Scisa, and we also added the Ladies Skills Training exercise. This exercise was organized to train ladies in our college with various skills such as baking, photography, beading, and makeup artistry. Mr. Speaker, on July 18, 2025, Scisa made history by partnering with College of Science to organize the Science Innovation Challenge and Exhibition 2025, which happens to be one of our flagship programs. At the time of campaigning, I found it quite strange that as a science college, we didn't have any fair to sort of boost the innovative ideas of our students. And so together with my vice president, we coined that policy. When we came into office, we didn't dump it. We spoke to Provost about it. He fell in love with the idea and supported us in organizing SCIS 2025. And we all saw how it turned out. We did it in collaboration with the college and also in collaboration with the Open Day for Senior High Schools. SCIS was a groundbreaking event, maiden edition, spearheaded by the Science and Innovation Committee, provided a dynamic platform for students to showcase cutting-edge solutions aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Out of 18 impressive submissions, 9 pioneering projects were showcased, tackling critical issues across education, health, agriculture, technology, and economic empowerment. SCIS 25 highlighted the power of interdisciplinary collaboration and student-led innovation in driving sustainable development. Kudos to the College of Science for fostering a culture of creativity, problem-solving, and innovation. Mr. Speaker, the Office of the General Secretary successfully organized the inaugural roundtable competition, a debate competition that brought together all our departments. The competition went through various stages and it was crowned with a finals. And I must say that computer science topped it up and emerged as winners. Congratulations, computer science. This event also marked a significant milestone, being the first of its kind. As part of Technocrats Week celebration, that is the KNUST Alumni Week celebration, Scisa collaborated with the college to host an Alumni Connect event, providing students with valuable opportunity to engage with industry professionals from diverse fields. This platform bridged the gap between academia and industry, offering students insights, guidance, and networking opportunities. And I must say that after this event, I followed up with some of the distinguished alumnus that came, and we have been able to secure 5 national service slots for students in the college with Olam Ghana, with Guinness, and with a drinking water, mineral water company. Also, the Vice President oversaw the successful organization of the Professor Amekuji Quiz, a prestigious competition structured in 3 stages. The Departments of Biological Science, Optometry, and Biochemistry emerged as finalists, showcasing their academic prowess, with the Department of Biochemistry clinching its top position for the 4th consecutive time. Congratulations, Biochemistry. Mr. Speaker, as I wrap up, I would want to highlight some outstanding matters, some challenges the administration faced. And I must say that I cannot come here and talk about all the goods. I need to highlight some of the things we struggled with for the purposes of the incoming administration, to pick up lessons from them. One of them was with regards to financial constraints. Financial constraints. As an administration coming into office, you realize that you have the best of ideas. You wish you can do as much. And I know that the departments also share in our plight. As they always say, Oluba twist, always asking for more. And so financial constraints were one of the things that inhibited us from doing certain things that we could have done. And so I would want to share or offer a little advice to the incoming administration, that they should make sure that their activities or their programs or whatever flagship policies they have as an administration, it goes in tandem with their budget, so that they don't end up having programs on their itinerary and are not able to fulfill them. So that was one of them. And also, I noticed that the winners of the size competition have not been given their prizes yet. It is something that I am still chasing very much, because ours was to organize the program and then the college support with their cash prizes. And so I've prepared a report on it, I've sent it, and I am following up on it assiduously. So that is that with size. And then I noticed that for this particular sitting, we didn't get the flyer out. And I acknowledge that. I wouldn't want us to go into excuses, but on behalf of the graphic designer, I apologize for it not coming out. Thank you very much. Then, when it comes to as an administration, if for nothing at all, I remember that we have left a legacy for College of Science. And I know that posterity will be kind to us. Scisa so handedly has spearheaded the renovation of 3 sitting areas in the college. This sitting area project is going to be a lasting legacy to the power of student associations. Student associations with the right leadership can do well. Student associations with the right vision can empower their students. When it came to the sitting area, and I'm happy Mr. President-elect is present, when it came to the sitting area, we had every reason to give up. This is just a little advice. We had every reason to give up. Fast forward in March, I got students from the architecture department in College of Built, Kabi, and then they drew their architectural plan for me. So when they did it, I took it a step further to go and see Provost, because when I discussed it with him initially, he made mention that I come with it. So we went to him with it. He was happy about the idea. Then he tasked us to bring a budget for it. So then we went, and then we went to work on that as well. And then fast forward. There was a day this semester, early this semester, that I went to see Provost. And then I sent the documents that I needed to accompany with me. I sent them to him. And then we spoke and spoke and spoke. In fact, that day, I was very depressed. I was very depressed because it felt like the project was not going to come to pass. So immediately I left his office. I quickly went to take my bag from the office, and then I just went to sleep because I was just looking at the promises we made to Csans. Because if you check my policies, it was in there. Scisa Steady Area Renovation. It was in there. In the famous song, it was in there. So I was just thinking, am I going to disappoint these students? But then, one thing that Provost told me later on was the persistence. And so this is an advice to the incoming administration, that sometimes you may say something the first time, it may not be taken, but respectfully, don't give up. Push it further. Push it further. And he realized that, no, this gentleman is not bending down. And then later on, he did what he had to do. And today, we have the sitting area in place. When you look at that enclave, the physics enclave, you realize that there are 7 over there. So we decided that we were going to do 3, because that was what our money could reach. We couldn't have afforded to do everything. And so we did 3. It is just my hope and prayer, Mr. President-elect, that I know you have your own plans and policies for our students, but getting conducive learning environments is something that should be of utmost priority. Because when it gets to exams, I know that the libraries fill up, the various learning commons fill up, and the various sitting areas fill up. In fact, under this administration, we have had 2 separate sitting areas being done. In this same administration, we can see the very one in front of the Department of Biochemistry, which was done during our tenure, but was done by the provost of the college. And so on this note, I want to thank each and everyone who has been part of this journey. To Csans, to students in College of Science, I am incredibly grateful. It's been my greatest of honor to serve Csans. And I've always said that if I get the opportunity again, I'm going to do it even much more better. Even much more better. Because I've realized that with the right leadership, a lot of changes can take place. A lot of the positivity we want to see can take place. Barack Obama made mention that the change we want to see is not going to come from outside. It's going to come from us. It's going to come from us. And so I'm most grateful to the very students who voted for us, even those who didn't vote for us. We are super grateful. On behalf of the 43rd administration, we thank you so much, and we say God bless CISA, God bless College of Science, and God richly bless KNUST. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. Thank you very much, His Excellency. I think this is a bit unusual, but I would want us to give him a round of applause. His address was very, very comprehensive and insightful. Would receive comments from honorable members. And before that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the President-elect of CISA, Nana Jikum Watson. So comments, Coco said.
Honorable Philip.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, His Lordship and His Excellency. I mean, there's one thing I just wanted to see that you have done well. Yeah. Not only him, but the names I mentioned above, even though he's the one we are focusing on today. We listened to everything you said, and then for majority of them, we could boldly say that, yes, we witnessed everything. And so we want to say thank you very much for the work you've done. All right, thank you very much.
Honorable members.
Thank you, Right Honorable Mr. President, His Lordship, and honorable members. So once again, I would personally also like to congratulate you. It's not like we've not seen the good works. We've seen them, and then we truly acknowledge them. God bless you. And then I'm sure the entire Scisa populace is happy and then glad we have someone like you. I'm sorry, please, I'm a little bit under the weather, so pardon me my voices. Yeah, so according to one famous philosopher that I cherish most, Maya Angelou, so I quote, he says, nothing would work unless you do. So if you want something to work, you would have to do it. Yes, you've done and entered a whole lot in the SOSA. I just have few things I've written down, and then I would need clarifications on them, and I think that will be all. Other submissions would probably come after maybe two or other people stand up. Yeah, so the first one would have to do with the SNN, I think Scisa News Network. Yes, so I remember during your first, our first State of Scisa address, Honorable members here spoke about it, that it was a very good initiative, having like a network for Scisa where, and then we encourage you to do that. But this semester, I don't know, probably, maybe I might be wrong, but then I didn't see that strength with respect to the SNN. It was a very good initiative, and then I believe we would have done so well there. The next thing I will talk about would be respect to the learning areas and all that. So I was happy we got a new study area, the one closer to biochemistry. It's very good. I study most of the time there, and then it's a good place. But then I had a problem with what I also suggested during our first State of Scisa address, that when you look at our brothers in health school, they have dedicated classrooms. So we have GF1, which is large enough, SF1, which is large, and then TF. We can just dedicate our classrooms and then use them. It's quite safer and better than the outside this thing. I don't know if you get me. Yeah, so the classrooms, I'm not sure. I even told you they have security there. You sign in, and then we have closing time. We close, everyone goes home. I'm a whole College of Science. We don't even have any shuttle system there. We close, and then the students, they walk to their various hostels, thinking that most students that learn there are from engineering, but that is not true. I know people who come afar just to learn on campus. So I think that will go to the president-elect. It's a good initiative. You just talk to management, and then we open our classrooms for students. Then we need a shuttle system there, the mini buses and all that. I think we can also put that into notice. And my last, but then might not be all, because I said I might come back, would be to Honorable Newman. So on the 7th of June 2023, that is last year when you were running for agenda. So I remember one of your key policies that myself championed me to follow you because yes, it was a solid one. It is your policy 2.0, and then you captioned it welfare. I have your post here from X. You know I'm a media person. So it says the welfare of every member of CISA should be the topmost priority of every administration through effective implementation, management, and coordination. And then this is what the policy was about. So the first one was the expansion of the CISA bursary. So I'm in final year, and then over the years there has been bursary system whereby students are being tipped with something small for their upkeep. So hello. So it was a good policy, but then I didn't hear anything of that. It was a keep. So with that, I know Prince very well. Yes, he has done well with respect to the warfare issues. I remember one time I was there when he personally reached out that we should communicate to our members in our constituencies. If anyone is facing issues with respect to how to feed, we should contact him. And then with that, I can testify that all persons who contacted were sorted out. So with that part of the warfare policy, it was sorted out. My only problem is the expansion of the CISA bill. It was never expanded, unless maybe I'm wrong. So I don't know if whether we didn't do it or, yeah, thank you very much.
Hello? Okay. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And so I'll take the issues that the Honorable Senator for the Environmental Science Constituency made mention of. Three things. First has to do with the CISA News Network. Yes, I remember very well last semester he praised us for the Laudable initiative. However, we face some challenges having to do with financing of that aspect, okay? Because most of the times, you know, when they have to do this YouTube, they always have to rent some of these devices, the camera and all of that. You know, CISA doesn't have a camera for the administration. And so we always had to be renting them. And so that is why you didn't see its continuity. Then when it comes to, the second was the bursary, right? Great. So you realize that earlier last semester, ending of last semester, we rolled out the applications for the CISA bursary. However, along the line, because of our project, we couldn't have it come off because we had to use that, channel that to support the project that we did. And so that is why you didn't see what's the name? You didn't see it being done, let alone to talk about the expansion. So that is the honest and the accurate response on that. Then when it comes to the food bank, yes, first semester, as I mentioned, CISA did the food bank, and we all saw it. I made mention that about 150 students benefited. And then second semester, the office of the provost, it has a student support desk that works in collaboration with the counselor. So anytime they bring in food, she would alert us, and so that is why the welfare head sent out those messages to the various department presidents to let their members contact us so that they can be sorted. And you attested to the fact that indeed they were sorted. So that is the response to the three questions you mentioned. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Kelvin.
Thank you, Right Honorable. I believe my honorable member, Honorable Saki, has said a lot. But, Mr. President, you said here that you have done a project which I don't know any senator here knowing about the amount that went into that particular project, because this particular semester you didn't read the CISA second semester budget. The semester has come to an end and we still don't know what and what you have done with the CISA money this particular semester. So we want to know how much you spent on the project. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. So when it comes to the issue of the budget, I'll reserve that. I don't speak about budget reading in Senate. I hope that is fine. So I would want maybe speaker to speak about that. Okay. So I'll move on to the second part that you raised. With regards to the project, in our budget for this semester, we allocated 30,000 Ghana cedis for the project. We allocated 30,000 Ghana cedis for the project. However, we realized that along the line, that was not enough for the project because there were some expenses that came with the roofing sheet. And so we couldn't, get the enough money from that 30,000, and so we had to support. Then when it comes to the library extension, we also had to pay for library extension for second semester, which is usually not the case. And so that is the reason why we couldn't do the bursary again. I hope that is fine.
Mr. President, I hope I just asked how much you spent on the project.
Yeah.
You didn't mention how much you spent on the project. You just mentioned there was 30,000 in the budget. You also added some. And yeah. What was the total? How much was spent on that particular project?
Good. So in the budget statement, it was 30,000 Ghana cedis. Right, Honorable? You would agree with me that it was 30,000 that was allocated. But along the line, we couldn't, that money wasn't adequate to suffice for the project. And so we had to add an additional 10,000 Ghana cedis. And so in total, it costed 40,000 Ghana cedis. And then we also had to pay for the second semester library extension. I hope that is fine.
Mr. President, we have not come for the library extension yet. You have not spoken about that. It's just like you are forcing to add that to it. I just asked. He said it's for 40,000. So now we are done.
Good.
We are done. And I would like to also know how much was allocated for the CISA bursary because we didn't know.
We allocated 20,000. That is 200 cedis, one per person for 100 people.
Okay. So 20,000.
Yeah.
So that 20,000 plus an additional 20,000 for the project coming together to make 40,000 was what was spent on the project.
Yeah.
So it's solely the bursary money plus.
Yeah.
Mr. President, do you think that the people of CISA, the CISAns, people that are in need of food, people that are hungry, you use 40,000 of an amount that can be used to support them to get roofing sheets for a steady area that was already there. They were already studying there. There are other places, other steady areas that have roofing sheets already. You just used 40,000, which can be used to feed Sisans to just get them a roofing sheet, not even all the places, just 4 square, 3. Oh, come on. Because this 40,000 we are talking here, 40,000 we are talking here, it could have fed a lot. It could have fed a lot. Yes. So thank you.
Honorable, can I answer you? Good. So we had this deliberation, and I appreciate that it is also coming now. We had this deliberation amongst ourselves, as in considering the two achievements, okay, supporting students with cash, 200 cedis cash, and also doing a sitting area project. Which one is going to be lasting for not just students of this generation, not just students in school now, as in first year, second year, or third year, or fourth year, but then students that are yet to come. And so we had that discussion, and we decided that, no, let us do something that is much lasting, something that future generations can also use. Because you realize that where the sitting areas are is a place that when it rains, you cannot sit there. You cannot sit there. And when I was giving my speech, I forgot to chip in that we are even left with, what's the name, marker boards to fix at that place. Because the original plan for the place is that, unlike the sitting area where Honorable Saki made mention that he sits to study, you see, you don't have any marker boards to have any group discussions. And so the plan for that place was that let's have marker boards also there so that if you want to teach colleagues amongst yourselves, you can sit there. So as it stands now, you realize that everything is ready except for 2 things, the marker boards and the signpost. And so that's why I didn't mention when it is going to be commissioned, because I don't know when we'll be done with that. So once we are done with that, together with Provost, we'll commission the project. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm here again. All right, so still on Maya Angelou. Okay. So he says, and then I quote, "People will forget you with respect to what you say. They will forget you with respect to whatever you do, but they will never forget you with respect to how you make them feel." Still on the bursary. So somewhere last semester, I think a form was shared, and then we have a presidential group or page. So you send it to us, and then we are like, we liaise whatever info to our constituents. So I've shared links, I've shared documents. They've downloaded it and filled them. At the end of the day, yes, it's from you. You are the one funding it. But then I sent it to them. Upon deliberations you made, you saw it wise and then best that the sitting area, which was the project, would be better than the bursary. That is after you did your background checks and then all that. But then up till now, if not because of this program, if not because of SUSA, we've not had any clear explanation with respect to why this year's bursary didn't come off. And then we have people in our DMs asking us, and when is it coming? And then all that. And then this whole association, CISA, if CISA is not able to explain to its members that, oh, this is why your money, at the end of the day, there are even people who will be thinking, Abba, and then we've Tiaso. So it's bad. We represent people. So sometimes communication is just golden and then key. It's key to democracy. So I believe you should have cleared maybe this and this. And I'm not saying go and explain a budget to everyone, but then at least telling me, I would also know what I would tell my people. Because there are people who are still on us that they've applied for CISA bursary and then it's still not out. And then I don't blame them because we've had past administrations who had made that successful. So that is the first part of it. Second one, I just remembered, that is with respect to last year's COSAP, the tutorial something. It's quite unfortunate that Honorable Palmer just left here. So he reached out to me that they filled a form. That is for his class, Environmental Science 1. But then up to now, there was no tutorial or something. Nothing happened, even though they filled the form. That is what he said. So I wanted to know, is it that you let them fill forms and then nothing happened, or I don't know. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll start with the first one. So I accept that I'm guided. We should have released a communique in communicating that, especially about the CISA bursary. So I render an apology to the House on that. And then when it comes to the second, the COSAP, the College of Science Student Achievement Program, this semester it was to take off from the 14th. And I personally received the flyer and the link. I don't know if you know Prof. Enin, acting or Deputy HOD for Department of Theoretical and Applied Biology. He spearheads it. However, they didn't get the numbers for most of the courses. So for some of the courses that they had, they did it. But I don't know for the specific course that you are mentioning, which didn't take place. But I know that it took place. So I'm not too sure about the course. However, I feel that perhaps this should have come in earlier. My attention should have been drawn earlier that for so and so courses, it hasn't been done. Then I can go back to Prof. Enin and say that students offering this course have said that they haven't been able to access the COSAP tutorials. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I think on the point of the COSAP, you said you should have been notified, but I also believe you have an academic committee. That committee is there to supervise certain things. So they should have looked and then supervised that those ones are done, not for you to wait for the individual student to come and say it. So that particular committee could have prompted you that, President, this particular initiative that we are trying to do has not been achieved. Thank you on that. Back to the project. I think using the bursary money for the project, can we call it mismanagement? Because you clearly sent out form to the student telling them, oh, we have this amount for you. But then now you don't get those amounts for them again. And then you channel that amount to another side, which means you have mismanaged it. Yes, you have mismanagement because you are using the amount that is supposed to be used for another thing, which is so wrong. Also, my next point is on size. Mr. President, when you were mentioning size, your words were so clear, so sweet, talking about size as if it was a very successful event. Size on the D-Day, I was so sad, and I know the newly elected president was also sad. And even those that were present were just incoming people, teachers from the senior high schools who were there were just asking questions. What is happening here? Did they just do the size for the SHS student or what? Size that you are doing for College of Science students. Publicity was so low. I remember last SOSA, we've mentioned here about publicity. The publicity of the CISA is so down. The publicity is so down. Last semester, this semester we come and it was worse. Worse. Size, so nice, a very nice event. The people were there presenting, and those sitting inside, I can attest that the CISAs that were there were just those here, me, and those of us here. Yes, and you. The citizens who were supposed to see the importance of the event were not there. They were not there. It's just SHS students who do not understand anything. They don't know what they are there for, just here for excursion. I think next year it shouldn't be added to the open day. Open day should be done separate from size. Should be done separate from size. And in as much as this was done, I know you mentioned to us that sometimes there are financial constraints and all that, but getting individuals to attend a program is not about finances. You have the committee members. You have over 100 appointees. They should be able to get individuals to sit down for a program. And I think I should pass the microphone. I'll come back to the rest. Thank you.
Okay. Point well established. So I had the opportunity to search mismanagement on Google, and this is what I received. The process of managing something badly. That is the definition of mismanagement on Google. And so I don't accept that you say that because bursary funds were redirected into supporting the project, it is mismanagement. I don't think that is the definition here, and you would agree with me. Thank you very much. On the other issue of size, so when you were speaking, you made mention of the fact that it shouldn't be done in collaboration with Open Day, and that is excellent. We all learn from what happens yesterday. If you did a mistake yesterday, you don't repeat it today. This is the first time size is being done. And so it's going to come with its own issues and its own problems. As time goes on, the idea is much more perfected. Nobody sets out to do something initially and get it all right. I may ask, are you a perfectionist? No. Nobody gets it right from the onset. And whatever we are doing it in collaboration with people. What you said at the tail end was a superb recommendation that I have written in the report I've submitted for size, that subsequently, I don't think it should be done with the Open Day. The reason why you had or you saw the numbers that way wasn't an issue of publicity. The issue was the fact that students saw a lot of SHS students around and so felt the program wasn't for them. That was the reason why we saw the numbers we saw. But it wasn't as if it wasn't published. It was. Size was published. And you realize it was on WhatsApp Tech, it was on Focus FM, it was everywhere. On our class groups, it was all there. But then because students came around that day, and you know we had a lot of schools coming in for the Open Day. For those of you who don't know what the Open Day program is, it's a program where the college invites schools to come and tour the various facilities in College of Science, so that when they are applying for courses in the university, they consider courses in College of Science. And so that is why you saw the numbers you saw. But it wasn't as if someone didn't do the work they had to do. And Honorable Anzi, you would bear with me that I did it in collaboration with you. Yes, he was on board most of the times. So you understand the issues that went into it. So let us not come here and make it seem as if you want to capture our attention, okay? You know the problems that existed. And so it's a superb recommendation. I appreciate it. And as I indicated, I have stated it in my report that subsequently it shouldn't be done in collaboration with the Open Day. That should be a separate program on its own. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. President. Before my question, I think you and your team have done well. As
Thank
you said earlier, Onipa beye but one beye nina. So yeah. All right. So the last was, I think you made mention of some internship opportunities for members of the college. I probably stepped out, so I'd want to hear. Okay. I've not seen any link or whatsoever about the internship. Yeah, about the internship opportunity. So if you could clarify things,
that's
very
a very solid one.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So as I mentioned, that we have secured 5 NSS slots, and we have secured some internship slots for students. But the only challenge has to do with the fact that they all came from the biology aspect, biology, biochemistry. I hope you are getting me. So we have 5 from Olam, Ghana. We have 10 from Guinness, Ghana. And we have 5 from, there's a drinking water company that came on that day. So in total, we have 20 internship slots. Because of the fact that we cannot get all the students, we cannot satisfy all the students, we didn't release any link. We didn't do that.
Why?
Yes. So I put it on record. We received 20, and even some from Kivu. The last time, I don't know if I made mention that we've gotten some from Kivu as well. But as I'm saying, College of Science has close to about 15,000 students. If we are to release a link for it, you can agree with me that we'll be overwhelmed. We are going to be seriously overwhelmed with the numbers that we are going to receive. And so for that matter, we didn't release any link on it. And to date, we haven't done that. I hope that is clear. So we have sent out the letters, we have received their responses, and most of them are going to start right on 1st October. Most of them are going to begin with their internships. But I put it on record that we didn't release any link for that matter.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think on this internship thing, if you are saying the seasons are over 15,000 and you got about 20 internships, and I know that that internship opportunity slot was a part of your policies, then it means that you didn't work towards that. So it means that you didn't work towards that particular policy. And you are just telling us you had 20. You didn't even get up to a quarter. You didn't get even up to a quarter. And if you have 5 policies and one of them is out, just level 4. Just level.
Okay. Honorable, you would agree with me that at the beginning of our administration, all of us, we wrote out letters for sponsorship. But I want to ask a little question. How many of those letters came with the response you and I wanted? You end up writing several letters. Several letters. One may respond the way you want, or 2. I know we couldn't get the adequate numbers, but as I said, it's all a gradual process. If today we've been able to secure 20, what matters is the introduction of the policy. It hadn't been done before. It hadn't been done before at all that Scisa was going to get internship slots. So I appreciate that the number is not adequate. But what matters is that we didn't sleep on it. We took steps in realizing that potential. We wrote a lot of letters, which even included some of them, you have to foot your own transportation to send those letters. And so it is not to say that someone didn't do his work, not at all. But then sometimes the system may not permit you. But I appreciate the fact that if for nothing at all, there are about 20 students, these 20 students who get the opportunity to do internship because of CISA. Because of CISA. And so these were some of the bureaucratic challenges you definitely face. If you write a letter to an office, it depends on their capacity to either accept those letters based on the existing circumstances that are found over there. I hope you are getting me. But we managed to secure 20 of them. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, so this will be my last presentation. So you see, issues with respect to management. Management is the wise and then the efficient use of human and then material resources in order to achieve a desired objective. We've spent 40,000 on 3 study areas, which are not even within the college. You know what I'm trying to say?
It is.
Yes. Oh, I get you, but then that is not my point. So instead of I don't want to use wasting. Okay. So instead of spending this money on those 3 destiny, you see why it's so important we utilize even our classrooms. Are we going to pay for SF1? Are we going to pay when students learn in TF1? Are we going to pay when students learn in, let's say, B1? No, that would have been 0. This is why management and then negotiations are important. Mm-hmm. So assuming, I'm not sure if Provost sees a letter from CISA or asking him to avail some of the classroom for students to learn, he will sack you. Besides, it's not something which is new. Other colleges are doing it. And then that is even better. The area where you spend this 40K, there are even insects, reptiles, and things around. I use that stretch a lot. And then the lighting system there is very bad. So yes, it's a legacy project and then you've done it. But what Kelvin was trying to say is that we could have done better with this money. Honestly, you've done so well, but then I would like to just stress on how we spend our money. So the president-elect should make it a point. Let's use our classrooms. We have good internet there. We have good lighting system. We get a notebook, a good security. They learn 10 o'clock, just like the library. We close. Everyone goes home. We can even lobby for a mini shuttle. And then students are conveyed to their various hostels. We can do this. And then this will cost us not less than even 1,000 cedis. You only have to get water dispensers for students to drink water. So if you tell me, instead of this one, that will incur 0 cost, it's not better, then, Mr. President, I think we'll be lying to each other. So I think the legacy project there is not a legacy for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. But I did.
Mr. President, I don't know, but then if you are telling me the president of CISA cannot lobby a classroom for it, it's not something new. SI is doing it. Business school, they are doing it. So if you tell me it's impossible, that might be so wrong. What is not possible? I saying Provost is saying we shouldn't learn. We don't need a good environment to learn. Or there is something you are not telling us. And Mr. Speaker, please.
Okay.
I would like to object to
Honorable
Honorable Ayuba
Kwame.
answering me because he's not the aide to the president. It was a question I asked the president.
Honorable, I will answer you, but I just want him to precede my answer.
Honorable Ayuba. Do you
So
want
true.
to talk?
Right, Honorable, I don't really know if the situation I faced whilst applying to get the rooms for the students will be the same if the CISA president has also applied. So I can't really speak for him, but I can only speak for myself.
Exactly. So Honorable, can you explain your situation? Then I come to CISA coming in. What you faced, then I'll come to CISA.
Mr. Speaker, please, it's not like I'm trying to intimidate anyone here, but then we are just here on behalf of the good people of CISA. So my problem is if there is a better alternative where executive from CISA wouldn't spend much, why are we not looking into that? But we are rather spending 40,000. So please, let's get it on record that it's answers we want. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so there are a few things I would want to touch on.
Honorable Philip, hold on. I like the way the place is quiet. Why is it that you are talking, you are not addressing the leader of the house? Who's the leader of the house? I'm asking everyone. Who's the leader of the house? And you are not addressing, even when I stepped out, I was there, I could listen. Nobody was addressing the speaker. Meanwhile, the deputy speaker was here. So he was the speaker. Whether he was sitting here or not, let's forget he wasn't sitting here. Nobody was addressing the speaker. Most of you are at fault. So I can't let him sit down. Continue.
All right, thank you. His Excellency. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. His Excellency, you must be proud of yourself for at least for one thing. Yes. And that is you know how to speak. Yes.
As a politician.
Because few weeks ago we had a very grand one where they were asking us if we know what it takes to be a president. But you have shown us what it takes to be a president, so you should have answered in there. Yeah, so one thing, on 31st August, I joined the deliberations on what went on at the parliament, like SRC parliament, and then you were on this one, and Mr. Speaker too was on this one. Yes. So one thing you mentioned was about the project. I think that's why I'm saying you must be very proud of yourself, because at least you have something to fall back on, and that is your legacy project. Clap for yourself. But then, just as my honorable members were saying, yes, I know it might be difficult. That is why you are the CISA president. So personally, I agree with whatever they were saying. The classrooms, I don't know why they are always 7 o'clock. Even if you want to do your project work or something there, they will sack you. 7 p.m. That's the ending time. Sometimes you want to do something there. And even sometimes you want to have, let's say, something at the college and you would have to pay them. Why? Meanwhile, the place is for us. And these are some of the things that were going on. The other time you were there, they were asking me why or how I got the chance to use that venue. Meanwhile, it's for us. Even though we consulted people, they still wanted us to pay. These are some of the things that we need to, address very well. So to our incoming president, all that you heard today are some of the challenges our people are facing and some of the challenges His Excellency has faced. Now he's out of the system. Yes. Log out.
Honorable Philip, why do I want to disturb you today? First, you started with political talk. Honorable Philip, you started with political talk. With your political presentation, political attack. Now I'm sitting in some way, and you are saying he's gone, while the house has not been dissolved.
Pardon me for that, but we all know that he is no.
Who and who? Oh, can continue.
All right, thank you. So, to our incoming president, these are some of the things that you have to take very careful attention of. Okay. Yes, I agree, but then one thing I don't agree is. All right, I think I have to keep that. I have to keep that particular one. Yeah. So there is one thing I was not so happy about, and that was during the elections. During the elections, everything was going on all right. And then I was I know that CISA do budget for election, and that over the years, as I consulted, it caters for even departments, ECs, and their people. But this year, I was consulted by my EC that for food or whatever they have to get on that, because they started very early in the morning and it ended around 4 p.m., 5. And instead of the CISA or the college, CISA, right, taking care of everything that's with regards to the election, they came back to us for food and other stuff. Something we did not budget for. We only budgeted for we only budgeted for vetting, and that's what we're catering for.
Okay.
And that came as a surprise. So, it forced us to do things that, we're not supposed to do.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Right Honorable will direct the House.
My spirit is going down. And we don't have much time. So I'll just take last four, and the president will just answer all those four, then we are out of here. So, Honorable Kelvin, my Deputy Speaker, Honorable Brianna, and Honorable Philip. Then we are done.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable. So,
hey. I never mentioned someone's name. Honorable Kelvin.
Yeah. Thank you, Right Honorable. I just want to, before I come to my point, I would like to reframe what Honorable Philip was saying about the election, because I've witnessed last 2 years election, last year's one as well, and on both occasions I've had the privilege to be an EC. Last 2 years, under Master Michael Awaje, miracles. Sorry, he did a very good job. All the ECs were provided with food. And this year, it happened that 40 individuals have been budgeted to be given food. 40. And we know that the departmental ECs, each department, a maximum of 3. 3 multiplied by 12 is 36. Plus the main ECs, which is about 4, making a total of 40. But I know that there are some departments here, their people are just 2. So the number is going to reduce. Here is the case, the EC decided that this particular year, he won't give any departmental EC food. Now, that 40 is for some people we don't even know, volunteers. And I am here to ask, which volunteers are they? Is that particular food supposed to be given to CISA appointees? Is that particular food supposed to be given to outsiders who just come to witness the CISA elections, where we have the departmental ECs every year doing this particular thing? So what happened this year? What happened? And per what I saw during the election, I didn't see any new face, aside the CISA appointees helping out with their normal duties. I didn't see any new face that will amount to 40 people. So you like to ask the EC that where are those 40 people? Where are they? If he didn't give the food to the department ECs, where are they? My next point is to the financial. This house, myself and my colleagues, we are very much disappointed in what happened in our last sitting, that we had to sit here and then we heard that the organizing secretary is coming to read second semester budget. How? How is that supposed to happen? Organizing secretary reading a budget. How? How? The financial had somewhere to be and cannot come. And the organizing secretary is supposed to come and present the budget. How? Where in the CISA constitution did it state that organizing secretary can come and present second semester budget? Also, Mr. President, you mentioned here that you were second in some games. CISA was second in some games. I don't know which games was that, Mr. President. I know that the freshest intercollegiate games that was played, CISA played just 1 match and they lost. Yes. The continuing student intercollegiate match, they also lost. So which particular one did CISA place second that the president here is talking about? Is it that he just wrote some things down to come and tell us, or his sports committee didn't report to him well? I know that is from the sports. They didn't report to you well. Okay, it's not you. So tell them that we have the information here that CISA was not second in any games. Yes. Mr. President, I know that you have been here. Yes, you have been here for a year.
No, there's no time.
I'm just wrapping up. This is my last one. Sorry. So we know that you have been here for a year. Like you said, you have done a whole lot. You have done a whole lot. Honestly, I must admit that this administration has done really well. Yes, they did a lot of things good. Just that sometimes we need to say the bad ones so that we can get those ones done next time, so that CISA can become a better place. So
30 seconds more.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. This one is very crucial. My colleague here is saying that this year, the Amakwiji quiz, there was no medal, nor set, nor anything. Last year, I know that my people, they were, I think, third or something. They got medals. This year, they got nothing, not a medal. A medal is costing 8 cedis. 8 cedis for a medal. Oh, Mr. President. A certificate costs 5 cedis. 3 cedis. Oh. Mr. President, I know that your academic board can do well. This one, they didn't do well. At all. At all.
Thank you, Honorable Kelvin. Deputy Speaker.
Oh, yeah. So, right, Honorable, before I also come to my points, I would like to touch on the EC issue. Yes. So I think we would really need answers from Mr. President about the volunteers the EC used for organizing the election. Because personally, I was running some errands and then my EC called me that the CISA EC said he's not going to feed them. And so I called Honorable James that this is what I've heard. And then he said he has also heard the same information. So I called my ECs that they should go home. They should not be on duty on that day because I don't have any money to feed them. And so if CISA EC is not feeding them, they should leave the post. And they left. That's about the EC issue. And so if the EC or anyone is around and can answer that. And then before that, I think after Honorable James' submission, we were detouring a bit from the points about the classroom issue. I'm very much interested in that initiative, very brilliant, that if it is possible for us to get classrooms for students to study in the evenings. And so, Right Honorable Speaker, if you give Mr. President the permission that if Honorable Ayuba can precede his answer as he said, so that it would benefit President-elect, so that we wouldn't experience this similar situation next year that the senators will be questioning President that we need this and that. And so if we would get the first-hand experience, what it really entails not being able to get the classrooms for the students to study from Honorable Shaibu, and then President can continue for us. Thank you very much. Yes, and then Right Honorable, I think there was no sister games this year. The only games that were organized was the intercollegiate games, which even my boys didn't even get some to play. Yes, and so we would also need answers from Mr. President. Yes, thank you very much.
Honorable Brian.
Thank you, Right Honorable. So my questions would be based on, I have just 2 questions. Concerning the size, in terms of publicity, I think it was very low. And I'm speaking from the standard of your dinner publicity. I've seen your dinner publicity, and from the looks of things, it's like when you see profit in it, you put more publicity in it. If there's little to no profit, you don't really do the publicity like that. As someone who was part of the Science and Innovation Committee, I was pained when I didn't hear of it, or I didn't know it was even going on. I actually heard of the open day more than the size. And I'm like, open day there, and it's like you said, maybe pay den woho. I'm like, I saw picture, and then the people who had won were standing there. And then I was like, oh, the publicity was very low, so I think you should work on that. And then secondly, with the internship slots, I'd like to know the criteria with which you selected the people you gave it to. Because I don't even think it's something you should be addressing here, because if it was not known to the populace of CISA, why are you telling us about it? That's all. Thank you.
Honorable Philip, let's wrap up.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. I quite remember during your last State of CISA address when you made mention of the internship slots and the national service opportunities, I made mention that people are making some allegations and aspersions that when opportunities come, it is being handled by the administrative body at the forefront. And I hinted on the fact that be transparent with that regard. Because we come to the university community at the end of it all, when we get out there, we are going to the industry, going to the job market, working and finding ventures that are very productive enough is one of the main things that if your administration had focused on, if at the end of the day you are targeting maybe close to 40% of the student populace, at least they are able to get internship slots and national service opportunity, it's very laudable. And now it was very disappointing when at the end of the administration, we didn't hear anything about internships. We didn't hear anything about the statement that you made about the national service from Kivo and the rest. And just to buttress what she said, you said you selected 20 people and to you it was already limited to the biological sciences department. You made mention of some companies. You see the reason why if you are not transparent, because these companies, listening to them, I feel other departments do have a chance. Biochemistry has a chance in the water industry. Environmental science has a chance in the water industry. So here lies the case where if you are not transparent, you are not open with these opportunities, you can't just say that the 20 people are there and going to. So we need answers. We really need answers on those internship slots and the national service slots. Thank you.
Okay. We are ending. So the president will address whatever you said. Then we are out of here. President, please use 3 minutes to address.
I'm guided, Mr. Speaker. I jotted down 7 important and salient points that you made mention of. First was about the classrooms. So the reason why I wanted Honorable Ayuba to speak was he took a step on it. He took a step on it. And I also took a step on it. Honorable Ayuba wrote a letter to Provost concerning that idea. Prior to that, I had also discussed it with him as patron of Scisa. So after he wrote the letter, he faced some issues. And then later on, he wrote a second letter to registrar about the whole issue. With regards to this issue, it was one of the things that was on my heart. Why not us get students, why not us get bigger facilities, okay, for students who want to extend their learning? And I really took a cue from it when at the last SOSA, Honorable James mentioned it. So it's not as if I just left here and dumped the idea. I followed up on it. And then, you know, when you are in student leadership, you work with leaders, you work with management. As I was talking about the project, I told you some of the hurdles that we faced. Sometimes it is not a one-stand thing. And all of you deal with HODs who serve as your patrons. And you know, these are things that you need the consent of some very important people. And so if you raise it 1 and it's rejected, you raise it 2 and it's rejected, you raise it 3 and it's rejected, what at all can you do about it? When I raised this point, when I raised this issue to Provost, one of the things he made mention of was that there was a time, I think either LT1 or BBLT, they gave the place to some students, and the students took the HDMI to the projector. You would agree with me. And so these were all some of the issues that were serving as blockages from convincing some of these high-profile authorities to respond to this need. And so it wasn't as if I didn't do anything about it. I pressed on. I pressed on about it, but it was just not accepted. it was just not accepted. And Honorable Ayuba will bear me out with that. This is a house of records, and so I can't come here and fabricate stories to you. Again, with regards to the issue, I wouldn't want to go into details. With regards to Joanna's issue, you know the time it took place. And Provost even used that as an example to me, that that issue was something that could be escalated because why were students in the office at the time? I hope you are getting me. Why were students in the college environment if learning and teaching takes place from morning to a certain time? And so these were all issues that hampered or prohibited us from realizing this potential. It's something I really cherish. And I love the idea when he made mention that we can have security over there. When you come, you write your name and all that. But if you are working with people and it just wouldn't be accepted, what then do you do about it? And so that is why we had to make sure that we push the legacy project. I hope that is understood. Then when it comes to the elections, I do not speak for the EC. Perhaps he should be here himself to answer some of these questions. But I was aware that there was a budgetary allocation for 40 people to man the elections. And so I find it surprising that these people were outside volunteers and not the department ECs who were to handle it. Because I know that there was an allocation, and you bear me out that you mentioned that 40 people. And I thought they were going to use the department ECs. Because that is the standard practice. Even SRC uses college ECs. So with that, I think I would leave it for the EC to come and answer for himself why he sidelined the departmental ECs and took volunteers. Then when it comes to Honorable Anzi made mention that Scisa didn't place second in the first semester intercollegiate games. Where is he getting his data from? Yes. Where are you getting your data from? If you can substantiate that with evidence. That is not accurate. I personally sent 2 trophies to the provost. Yes. Oh, if no problem. So check it. I don't know if it's there, but I personally have the picture. I have the picture. Sure, but I can tender that as evidence. I have the picture. I personally went to the field to receive those 2 trophies, and then the next day we sent it to the provost. We sent it to the provost. So, Honorable, I wouldn't be happy with you throwing dust into our eyes. This is a house of records. Whatever we say is quite official. Yes, I personally took the sports team to go and see provost. Please get your facts right. Please. Honorable, you are diverting from what you made mention of. You are diverting. It was when I introduced the part of the awards. If we lost, how could we have gone with trophies? That is the question I need to ask you.
Order. Order.
But in any case, Honorable, won't you be happy that your college did well, rather than pushing us into negative sentiments? No, so tell us, Honorable, tell us, based on the facts you have, that we lost. And I'm telling you that I took the team to go and see Provost. So what you are saying is inaccurate.
I can feel
So the pictures are here. No, it's not on the, like, personally. Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can just take it.
It's even on my TikTok. Yeah. And Honorable, I even announced it on the floor of the SRC Parliament, which I'm a member of. I did. Would I go to the SRC Parliament and go and lie? Yes, I said it there. Cause won. Humanities won. And we placed second. And I mentioned it on the floor of Parliament. So, Honorable, you have to come again. Please get your facts right before you come in. On that note, please get your facts. This is a house of records. As senators, and you know I'm a parliamentarian as well, you should serve as an oversight. In doing your oversight, you need to do it well. Get your checks right. You don't throw dust into our eyes. Thank you.
Honorable members, I can see Freshers Collegiate Games 2025 silver men.
What is silver representing?
Silver men.
Thank you very much.
We have less than 2 minutes to leave the chamber.
With regards to Amekuji quiz, some of you made mention of even a certificate of participation. I don't have a problem with us getting our students certificate of participation. What ensued was that at the time when the Amekuji quiz took place, Provost wasn't in town. And so some of the finalists, the biochemistry team that won, were even following up that when are we going to introduce them to Provost that they won this year. And even just this week, Monday or Tuesday, when we went to see Provost, he made mention about it. So we'll take them, and then whatever they need to get, that is from Provost, not from Scisa. And so we can do that for them. Certificate is not a problem at all. It's not an issue. So thank you for drawing my attention to that. Then another honorable member made mention of games. Games were not part of our program lineup. The reason why games were not part was the fact that, could you believe that the intercollegiate games we did, it was Scisa that funded the item? Yes. Even though it was a university thing, it was the various college associations that funded it. And so what happened was that even though you are having the university organize it, both for first semester and second semester, that was what happened. And so if we have one game in first semester, one game in second semester, why then do we go and budget another for Scisa sports or Scisa games when already we are complaining that we don't have enough money? So it was going to be redundant. This is where your mismanagement comes in. Introducing another sport would have been mismanagement when you've already had one in first semester and a second one in second semester. Then when it comes to...
Yes, my time is up. Mr. President, I'm very sorry to just make you stop your address. Are you going to help me pay the overtime? So this is what we can do. When we are done, when we leave the house, we can just outside and talk to you about it. No. I can't do that. Closing remark, 30 seconds. 1-1. Oh, I'm not saying 2-2. 1-1. Honorable Michael.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. In fact, for today, I am very happy how our house is ending. And I want to make this clear that honorable members here needed answers, not to attack the administration or something. We needed answers, and then His Excellency has really delivered, and we've gotten the answers we wanted. In fact, I want to congratulate the administration because being a student leader with academics and then serving your people is not an easy thing, but then he has done it. In fact, he faced challenges, but amidst all those challenges, he has proved to us that he did something. And so I want to congratulate their administration for that.
The Deputy Speaker we never had.
All right, so there is this question I want to ask, and I wish...
Closing remark. Go on.
Honorable James.
Thank you, Right Honorable. So we don't have much time, so I'll make my snappy and in brief. So, yes, thank you, Mr. President. It's been nice working with you all, His Lordship, our brother, and then our all-father, Right Honorable, the leadership of the House, honorable members. I'll miss you. But in the next life, I'll still choose you guys. Now, a few words to the President-elect. So, if I quote, you walk like a duck, you quack like a duck, and then you have followers following you like a duck, then yes, you are a duck. So my simple advice for you would be choosing people, I mean appointees. Okay, for the past years, it has been, oh, people I know this person, and then they will end up failing you. Please, get some right people who will defend you. Because at the end of the day, you come and stand here alone and they will ask you questions. You'll be accountable. I wish you all the best. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you all.
Your allowance. Your allowance. It will come. When? Tomorrow, within tomorrow. Tomorrow, follow me to the provost office. What time? 2 p.m. I said provost office.